I started my journey as a prep cook in TGI Fridays, which it reveals, but the salary was 2,350 rupees. Yes, that's where I started when I was 20 years old. Hi, my name is Chef Ajay Chopra. I'm chef by profession, judged a few cooking programs, do a lot of my own cooking programs, and apart from that, bread and butter is a restaurant consultant, so I build restaurants for people. You know, I come from a profession which doesn't really used to pay a lot of money for the chefs. A lot of challenges to kind of, cut that barrier and come out from a paycheck to a paycheck module to kind of, really having something of your own required a lot of effort, required a lot of, kind of hard work on the ground, working for 18-20 hours. Obviously, we could not do multiple jobs at that time. But then as we moved on, and when I became an executive chef, that's where I could say that I was earning decent. I'm not competitive to the extent where I would actually step on somebody's shoulders to get above and high. I'm competitive for the right things. What drives me really is the love for food, because if you get up in the morning and you sleep in the night, and in between that day there is no talking, making, creating food, then that day is really wasted. First of all, I must confess that I'm not the best financier of my own family. The reins are with the wife, and I think they are best there because she drives the finances really well. Few quick tips are obviously investing in real estate, investing in mutual funds which are good and growing. For a lot of people, money drives them. For me, I drive the money. I want always to be in a position where I can put a stop to what I'm doing and enjoy that moment with my family. I have 2 accounts which we do not touch. So the surplus actually ends up there as sundry and lies there, which in turn gets converted into fixed deposits for a liquid firm, and the money which is overflowing gets invested into real estate. I was definitely not smart with my money and the way I dealt with it. But yes, the Bible says that God gives you a perfect helper. And I think my wife's a perfect helper for me in that zone. There were times when I was in London, I was actually earning my salary in pounds, but I was still saving this much. But my wife was very smart. She had categorized Excel sheet documents on everything what we will spend. And the months we had no surplus, which means no party, no buying clothes, no shopping, nothing. And every single month there would be some surplus which would add up. And we actually came back to India with a surplus of 25 lakh rupees, and I think that was outstanding. I think our focus is if we have 30% savings out of the 100% earnings, we're going to look at putting in about 15% in long-term savings and about 10% in short-term and 5% always to be liquid.